So how can a horror movie get so much right yet so much wrong at the same time? Now let's delve into COBWEB and unravel the intrigue behind this here new horror thriller. Let's do it. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome to my review for this 2023 horror thriller movie named COBWEB that comes at us directed by Samuel Bodin, who prior to this has directed some TV miniseries that I've never seen. It's written by Chris Thomas Devlin, who in 2022, prior to this, brought us the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, if you saw that one. And this is the first horror movie produced by Seth Rogen. There's no comedy within. The film runs for a swift 89 minutes and stars Lizzie Kaplan, Anthony Starr, who you know from The Boys as Homelander, Cleopatra Coleman as Miss Divine, and Woody Norman as 8-year-old Peter. And the story revolves around this character, Peter. He's a young boy in this home with his mother and father, Carol and Mark, played by Lizzie Kaplan and Anthony Starr, respectively. And he's a normal boy. He gets picked on at school, all this sort of a thing going on. He's sort of a bit withdrawn. And he starts hearing banging. He starts hearing banging at night time on the wall of his room. Obviously, this scares the crap out of him. And he starts hearing voices through the wall. A voice that claims to be his sister. Yes. And thus unravels this story of intrigue, and it is rather intriguing, about what exactly is going on. What's going on with his family, with his mother, with his father, because they don't exactly act like normal individuals. When he gets in trouble, they lock him down in the basement behind this door that's hidden behind their refrigerator, and they do act somewhat strange. Not only this, he is getting in trouble at school because he is taking on the bullies that are bullying him because the voice behind his wall has told him to stand up to them. And this sees him getting expelled from school when he inadvertently pushes one of the children down the stairs well, he doesn't inadvertently push them down the stairs, but they inadvertently break their leg after the fall. What do you expect's going to happen? The teacher herself, who's a stand-in teacher, she kind of gets involved in the goings-on and she wants to help the boy and all this sort of thing. And I don't really want to go any more in-depth into the story because not many people will have seen this film. They may want to watch it and I don't want to spoil it for them. That being said, like I said, the film does so much wrong, yet so much right at the same time. The film is aesthetically intriguing. It works well in its muted colour tones. The story is swift, and there's enough intrigue to keep you guessing as to what is going on and wondering what is going on and what is the mystery behind everything. That being said, the reveal of exactly what is going on is where the film shows its flaws and weaknesses, in that you question too much. You end up questioning too much in that whether there's some sort of a paranormal element or not, because let's be honest, things occur which are outside the realms of a normal individual that may have been locked away for years. So the film suffers in that sense. Like I said, 89 minutes, it is quite swift in what it does. That being said, there are elements of the film that seem as though they are somewhat rushed over. The whole stuff about this boy being bullied and then this voice telling him to stand up to the bullies and him doing this literally straight away, feels like there could be a whole lot more character development right there. The film jumps right into the goings on, literally after the introduction of the characters in the title sequence, we get to the knock-in straight away. Again, I thought this was a bit odd, and I thought we could have done with some character growth prior to this in both the character of Peter and his parents, Mark and Carol. All within actually give a very good performance. Anthony Starr is giving a spooky, creepy kind of a performance on par with his character in The Boys, Homelander. That type of performance where you don't really want to be around this person. You don't know exactly how unhinged they are or what their next move is actually going to be towards you. And Lizzie Kaplan herself, although at times she plays the doting mother, also has this switch into that kind of a character vibe, and it works well. Both actors do wonderfully with what they are given to do, and the performances that they craft herein. Woody Norman as Peter, he gives a decent performance that gets stronger as the film goes on. And Cleopatra Coleman, she's the strongest link within the film. She gives the best performance. I have seen her before in Last Man on Earth. And here she gives a very solid, strong performance, and shows that she could do far more with her career in the form of potentially going into some sort of more of an actiony kind of a role. But like I said, the film for me lets itself down with the reveal, and it's always the reveal where horror films get me and let me down. Elements of it I like, but other elements of it I am questioning the ability of how you can do this as a normal person. What's potentially, without any sort of without any other element going on in your character, if you see what I'm saying. Just a normal person, you wouldn't be able to do this stuff. So on the one hand, very intriguing, very good, well directed, well shot, aesthetically horror pleasing look to it, but it lets down in its end essentially. Anyway, that's it. That's my review for this film. So have you seen this film? Let me know what you thought of it. I am not the biggest horror fan. I am very critical when it does come to horror, and I always look, and I don't let things pass that a lot of horror fans do, that seem to pass. But it's a solid film. Not one that I would necessarily watch again or want in the collection, but as a one-time watch, it was a solid, enjoyable, short movie that doesn't overstay its welcome. Could have been a little bit longer though, with a little bit more character development.